We did it again. I went to a big box store and spent way too much money. This time we went to Tractor Supply. One time, years ago, I went into a Tractor Supply. It felt like Ollie's, a bargain store. That's what Tractor Supply felt like last time I went. This time, I was actually surprised. And yeah, I did buy this cooler. It's because I've been in the market for one for a while, 30% off, and I was like, you know what? Not half bad. Doesn't matter. It's not the point. What is the point, however, is all of this stuff. This is what I got at Tractor Supply, and this stuff cost $168, give or take. I did get the cooler and a couple other things that I needed that were unrelated to this video. So $168 here. Most of that is in these two items. These are just under 100 bucks. So this right here is about $70 worth of stuff. I did go there expecting to not find anything in the way of good knives or multi-tools. I will say that I could have missed things. In fact, I walked the store about 3 times before I found a knife cabinet. So I was like, I thought that this was gonna be it, but here we are. We're gonna be smart this time and use the right tool to get these things out of here because these Klein scissors are ridiculously good. So Crescent tools at Tractor Supply, we have a mini adjustable wrench. We have some slip jaw pliers, like channel locks, mini channel locks that come preloaded with some rust on the pivot, and a small pair of vice grips. I think of these 3 things, this tool right here, the vice grips, are one of the most underrated things for keeping in like a little toolkit. Like I typically have a toolkit. Mini vice grips are amazing, underrated tool for a small kit. Although you get small enough with some of these vice grips, like the Harbor Freight ones that are like 3.5 inches long, they're terrible. This feels fairly decent, like not quite as good as my Irwin vice grips, but they feel solid. The fact that this comes with rust, kind of funny, not that big of a deal, but I mean, these 3 tools were about 10 bucks each. You gotta expect like not the greatest quality, but it doesn't matter because this right here, solid tool. The only other thing that I can think of that's kind of like this in this EDC realm is like the TI EDC wrench from Big Eye, one of our sponsors, and it's a very expensive tool. If this is $10, I think that is like 10 times the price. 3 little tools that you could throw into a small little kit. I would probably forego that and just have these 2 because just about anything this can do, that or this can do. So this is a bit of a redundant tool, but you know, I like my Knipex. This is not gonna be good as good as Knipex because it's like flat jaw. So it can grip the sides of a hex bolt pretty easily, but you're kind of limited in how many steps you have here, and they're not made super well. This is gonna do the job for most things that you would use these for, and everything else you could just probably do with these. So, really cool find. I did not expect to find little tools there, but they did have a few select Crescent tools. All right, I already hate this. We're gonna go for this right here. This is a Gerber Edge clip folding utility knife. So you get the idea already. It's just a liner lock utility knife. Can't really be flicked open. There it goes. It's chunky, man. This thing is like really chunky, like 3/4 of an inch thick. Push this down, this like thumb stud to blade swap, nice and toolless. And I think this thing was way overpriced. Honestly, this was like $22. I also can't get that back in there. It is tip down only. Ow, that thumb stud hurts, man. $22, I would say this will get the job done because you can just put a new blade in it. It holds a blade and it will do its job. This is not the best thing you can get for $22 to hold a utility knife blade. This is the Fastback, the 1505, is that the model number? Yeah, 1505, with the driver in it. You can find these for under 20 bucks. This is what you should buy with your money. This, I can't say it's great. The EAB for like 10 bucks, you can find them at Walmart and Lowe's. Better buy than this 10 times over. And it's not even that comfortable or that great, but for $22, this thing kind of sucks. You could make it work a little better with a little TLC, but you're buying this thing. It should be better than this. It's not great. All right, flashlights. I was a little surprised because when I walked in to my right at the bottom of this little display at the front, they had Nebo. but they only had Nebo. It was like walkway lighting or something like that. It wasn't flashlights, but they had Nebo. They did not have Nebo flashlights, which I found very, very strange. But they did have this, a Lux Pro Keychain flashlight with an American flag. Hell yeah, brother. Aircraft grade aluminum. What is the thing that lets them say aircraft grade aluminum? Because this was a $7 flashlight. Patriotic design, single AAA, 100 lumens, 1.5 hours. All right, well, it is a tail switch flashlight that twists. So that is how you get the battery out. It is not a twist light, although it kind of looks like it should be. And I think it's just because there's no clip on it. There's a keychain instead. I mean, for $7, I don't really care for the shiny blue American flag aesthetic. I'm more of a plain Jane black or gray kind of flashlight guy. But I mean, I'm not mad at that for $7. Throw it in the truck, AAA that you have as a backup. That's not half bad. I personally think throwing the American flag on everything is a little bit cringy. But I mean, for a $7 flashlight, I'm not mad at that at all. I'll be honest. But what I found before that was the classic, this Coast G22. You can find them all over the place, pretty much anywhere. Academy, I think Walmart still has them. I've seen them at Sam's Club in like big multi-packs with other Coast flashlights. I've seen them all over, and it's just kind of like the go-to flashlight for every big box store now. I don't know why this became the brand, but it's been around for a long time, and there's really very, very little to be upset about. This one was a little bit more expensive, 15 bucks. I think you can find this for less than $15. This was literally twice the price of this Lux, and I think for twice the price, I'd rather have this. It's got a pocket clip, a two-way clip, so you can clip it to your hat, right? If you aren't an idiot like me, you can clip it to your hat and you have a headlamp, hands-free. It's still AAA, but it has two modes, a low and a high. Low mode is gonna be 43 lumens, high mode is 100 lumens. Throw is 35 meters, 52 meters. Those are like, you're not going outside and seeing something 52 meters away with a 100 lumens flashlight at night. Don't believe those numbers. 4 hours, 15 minutes on your low mode, 1 hour, 45 on your high. About the same. It says this goes a little bit longer. So you're gonna get about the same performance out of the high mode on both of these. But here you go, upgrades to rechargeable. This one probably doesn't. I won't say it won't, but you could ruin this by putting a rechargeable battery in it. You can put a rechargeable AAA in this one though. I think they're trying to promote their own AAA there. But yeah, I think for twice the money, it's still being, you know, sub $20. If you're in the market for a little AAA flashlight, go Coast, don't get the Lux Pro. If you really want to save some pennies, get the Lux Pro. It's probably gonna be fine. And if it breaks or you lose it, you're probably not gonna be too upset. Neither are gonna be bad, I don't think. All right, so multi-tools was actually a pretty interesting thing at Tractor Supply because they had several multi-tools. I say several, they had 3. They were all Gerber, and we've talked about these multi-tools, these Gerber multi-tools on the channel in a lot of these videos, and I didn't feel like getting those. I think I got rid of all of my Armbar drives, and I kind of wanted to refresh my memory on it, so I got the Armbar drive. They did have, look how good that matches. Nice. Speaking of, take a minute to thank our channel sponsors really quickly. Let's thank Worksharp. They are really awesome. They make some of the best knife sharpeners out there, but they have this knife now. This is the Madrone. It's not the RMX. It's an aluminum handle with a clip point instead of a drop point. Go check it out. There's a link down below. I also want to thank Big Idea Design. They make amazing titanium pocket tools and pens and knives and watches. I love their watches. They're made by RZE. They're titanium, but they also make all sorts of really good stuff. Go check out their website using the link down below, and you can use coupon code BDEDC at checkout for 10% off. I also want to thank Victorinox, who you know as the makers of the Swiss Army knife, but they also make just standard folding knives like this one right here, the Evoke BS A-Lux, an actual hard use folder that feels extremely solid, and I love the textured A-Lux handles. It has a removable clip, removable thumb studs, a very strong back lock, and a lanyard loop right here. Go check out the Evoke and use the link in the description down below to check out other stuff from Victorinox. I also want to thank Nitto for being a channel sponsor. I've run Nitto tires on my vehicles for a long time, and now I have the Terra Grappler G3s on the Raptor. It's very quiet on-road, it's very capable off-road, and I've had zero complaints. But now, those G3s are coming in additional sizes, in 33s, 35s, and 37s, with C, E, and F load ratings, so you can have it on everything from your 1500 up to a Super Duty for on and off-road for your toy haulers. And you can go check it out in the link down below, and thank you to Nitto for being a channel sponsor. All right, so the Gerber Armbar drive. The other two multi-tools that they had there were the truss and the suspension. I actually got a suspension, I believe it was, in the last EDC video, which was at Ace Hardware. It's a fine multi-tool. It's not great, it's not bad. It just gets the job done, and it is affordable. I don't know what these go for online, but I can tell you that I paid 42 bucks for it at Tractor Supply. I just want to look it up real quick on Amazon. The blue one, like I have, is $49.99, so it's actually about $7 cheaper at Tractor Supply. Imagine that. If you're unfamiliar with the Armbar drive, you have a very nice bit driver that comes with a double-sided bit. So you have a flat and Phillips built in right here with a kind of slip joint style opening. You have a pair of scissors that are kind of hard to get to by themselves, and an awl. The awl on this is just too small. It'll do its job, it's fine, but it's not like a big, heavy awl. It's not the best awl I've ever used, not even close. That one goes to the Pioneer X. Again, Victorinox absolutely owns the awl game, but the scissors on this are pretty big. How do they cut? That is the question. I haven't used the scissors in a while on this. A lot better than the SOG Power Pint scissors, I can tell you that. Let's cut some thick cardboard. Yeah. Nope. It cut it, just barely. But my God, not enough leverage on this. Nope, not happening. Let's go a little thinner. Actually, that's thicker. Yeah, okay. No cardboard. How about a zip tie? Can we cut a zip tie? Yes. So scissors are decent, and then you have a full-size knife blade right here. Kind of sheep's foot style. Blade still on this. I don't know if it tells us. Fine edge blade. That's really all it says. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. I don't remember what steel it is. It being Gerber, it's probably an 8 or a 7 CR steel, which is, honestly, it's fine. It's fine. You're gonna have to touch it up more often. You do have like this little hammer pommel, as well as like a pry tool and a bottle opener as well. So those are some of the additional 8 tools. No pocket clip or anything on this, but for $42, this is, I think, a much better tool than the truss or the suspension, especially for EDC, because this will actually fit in your pocket and not weigh you down. And it has the things like the essentials: a bit driver, scissors, and an awl. Get you so far. I don't really care to have a knife blade on this. If I could have this without a knife blade, that's how I would opt for it. But regardless, pretty solid tool. Like, put a file right here instead of a blade. Chef's kiss, you know? And then finally, we have this guy. Here, let's just, I mean, it's a utility blade. We know it's gonna cut, but honestly, I think in all the big box stores, this is probably one of the hardest knives to beat for the money. In their cabinet, they had a very full cabinet of knives, which was a surprise to me. I did not expect to see that, but most of those knives were CRKTs. We had the M16, there was the CEO, and a couple others that I wasn't familiar with. There was a Minimalist, not a bad choice, but I wanted a folder for this video. And then also they had Kershaws. The Kershaw knives, I found it very interesting because they were all very old model Kershaws, like the Shuffle DIY, the Shuffle, the Cryo. Those are all very old Kershaws from like the era when I started this channel 8 years ago. So I found that very interesting. They had some old timers, and then they had a whole bunch of different knives up in their like clearance section that were from really unknown knife companies that, yeah, they were like $7 on sale. Like, I just didn't grab one. I kind of knew what to expect with those. Those are the perfect knives to go learn how to sharpen a knife if you haven't yet learned how to sharpen a knife. And there were several other bucks. There were a lot of options that I was not expecting. But when I walked up to the cabinet, I knew that this was probably the best one in the cabinet. Not a nice fidget, quick action, you know, flip floppy crossbar. This is just a workhorse knife. It is an aluminum handled buck Spitfire. The model on that is 772, 420HC steel with the cryogenic heat, the Boss heat treat, one hand open, lock back, pretty much everything else you know what it is. It is a reversible clip. It's just quintessential buck. You're not gonna flip this thing open. I feel like I'm gonna slice my hand if I do. But also USA. Buck USA. So you're paying about 50 bucks for a high quality $50 knife. Like, it is hard to beat. This is the best thing that was in the cabinet. I have no doubt about that. The Spitfire is a very, very good knife. Lockback is a really solid lockback. You have 420HC with the Boss heat treat. That is impossible to beat with anything else in that cabinet, for sure. There's nothing in that cabinet that's like even D2 or definitely not M through 90 or Magna Cut. You're not even looking at like 14C28N. This is just impossible to beat. It's got an egregiously large clip. Who cares? It's a $50 knife. This thing is going to be an absolute workhorse. People aren't going to Tractor Supply to look for a Civivi or some other, nice knife, or a Benchmade or a Spyderco. That's not why you go get a knife at Tractor Supply. It's a purchase of opportunity. And when it comes down to it, purchase of opportunity in that cabinet, this was the best knife, bar none. The best EDC gear that you could find at Tractor Supply Co., it really comes down to this. It's a pretty solid little kit. It's not your typical standard EDC with a knife, pen, flashlight, wallet, watch, but this is like a tradesman's EDC. This is blue collar EDC at its core. And for this kind of money, this is pretty impossible to beat. These two are gonna make about $90. And you got 10 and 10 and 10, or 15. So for this right here, you were looking at $130 with tax out the door. That's not bad. That's not bad. This is probably the best piece of gear out of all this, if not this. All of this is really solid. So I am coming away from Tractor Supply Company pleasantly surprised, because I was not expecting something as good as this stuff. Let me know what you thought about this stuff in the comments down below, and if you think I should do this at another store. Also, check out this video if you like this one we did Ace Hardware and Bass Pro and all sorts of other ones. That's it. I will see you guys in the next video, and until then, carry on.